made like 100 today. I was hungry and looking real bummy today. You was bony and looking too funny today. I don't care, niggas still make change. Let's go. That's all I fucking hear, cause I got.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome back to another episode of the Chatting with Cheeze podcast. I'm your host, Fat Cheeze, and y'all already know the motto: no gimmicks, only the real. This right here is a very special episode, episode 12. I told y'all when I first started this podcast journey that eventually we was gonna get into interviews. So today is that day. I got a very special guest. I'm super excited about this. One of DMV's own rising stars in the boxing scene. He currently 4-0, 4 KOs, all his fights. I'm here today with Deric Scooter Davis, Mr. Shock himself.
Yeah, what it do, Chum? How you doing?
What's up with you, bro? First and foremost, how you doing?
I'm great, man. I'm blessed just to be alive.
Good. First of all, we're going to get this out the way. This wasn't planned right here. That's first. But the first two things I want to get out the way is I want to say you the first interview official on this podcast.
Okay.
So you gonna be able to wear that, you know what I'm saying, forever. However far this junk go, you can say I'm the first one that stepped foot in on this podcast.
I kicked it off. Yeah, I like that.
And the second thing, I want to give you your flowers because I appreciate it. Like we just talked about it off camera. I pulled up to an event. I met you, hollered at you, and you know what I'm saying, I asked you, could you come, you know what I'm saying, do an interview. You gave me this look. You said, I give you my word, bro. Yeah. And everything went smooth ever since that. He pulled up. Yeah. Nothing, wasn't no bumps in the road. Everything went smooth. So I want to give you your flowers and say I appreciate you coming through.
Man. Appreciate you for having me.
All right, man. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. So the first question I got. Your last fight was against Matias, June 28th. Second round knockout. Your longest fight of your pro career. Yeah. So how you feeling after that victory?
Oh man, I'm happy with my performance. I'm happy to be again, thank Lamar Roach Senior and Junior, the whole Pro Box card for putting me on the card. My whole team for preparing me. My performance was great. It's still things I could improve on. But I'm just glad to be able to put my name out there on a bigger platform like Pro Box so people can see like it's shock season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I seen they had Sean Porter in that joint. I'm like, oh, this joint like really official. I'm like, they got Sean Porter. He was on there talking about, you know what I'm saying, the DC scene, the DMV scene. So I'm like, nah, they really putting on in this joint. So my next joint is, what do you think you could have did to get him out there early? Because you know all your fights been first round knockouts. This the only one that went into, you know what I'm saying, another round. Yeah. But I watched the fight. It was pure domination. But I know he was a little older. So you know them older fighters, they kinda know how to give themselves that little wiggle room too. Yeah. So what you think you could have, you know what I'm saying, done to get him out there maybe a couple of minutes earlier?
My whole thing is it ain't really always about the first round knockout. It's about, again, the dominant performance. So I could have rushed it and threw a lot of punches and got him out of there early, but at the end of the day, I'm a pro. You know what I'm saying? So we take our time. It's all about the quality of shot, not the quantity. So, I mean, I wasn't really trying. If you watch back, go look at the fight, I kind of took my foot off the gas in the last 10 seconds. Like, I'm going to see you again this next round. You got to come see me. So I ain't really tripping. But if anything, probably just apply pressure just a little bit earlier. That's really all I can say.
So there's a question I thought about on my way here. So, and I think they asked you this in the post fight, but I'm gonna ask it again. When you dominating fights like that, the way you do, when going into your next fight, how do you perfect your craft when you putting up such dominant performances like that?
It's always things to work on.
Right.
Always anything. You go back to review the tape over and over. Coach Barry, one of them trainers, and I am my worst critic, so I'm always just watching my fight over and over. It might just be one punch where I didn't bring my hand back. It might be I didn't step through the punch. It's always something, because you can't, in this boxing game, you ain't never got it.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? Even Floyd still learning. Even Terrence Crawford, that's about to fight, he's still learning. Like, even Tank, he's still learning. When I could see them guys be students of the game and really look at the performance and learn, like, just because I got a quick knockout don't mean, oh, yeah,
exactly,
I got it. So, there's always room to learn, for sure.
All right, so my next joint I got for you. So, I went back and I watched your, I think it was Shock Chronicles. So, I went back and watched that the other day. because you answered one of my questions that I was preparing. So in the interview, I mean, in the story, I heard you say that your grandmother is the one that gave you the name Scooter.
Yeah.
Can you tell us what role did your grandmother play in your life?
Everything, man. She just gave me that thoroughness, you know what I'm saying? Just to be who I am, to be who I am in the ring, to always just believe in myself, like, and then she always gonna give you that sweet love, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Grandma love is always different.
For sure.
So, you know what I mean? Both my grandmothers, actually, one was the one that gave me the tough love and one gave me the sweet love.
Okay.
So it was like hand to hand, whoever I wanted to go to.
Scooter was the sweet love.
Yeah, Scooter was the sweet love, for sure. And the other one was the one that gave me that thorough love, but she made me into this gangster.
Okay.
So I ain't scared of nothing.
Okay. So my next joint that I got for you is, so during the fight, when they was introducing you and everything like that, I heard some of them say Fort Washington, Maryland.
Yeah.
But I know when I go on your page and everything, a lot of it is Washington, D.C. So for the people, what area did you actually grow up in?
Nah, I grew up in PG County.
In PG County, okay.
But everything I done did far as sports or hanging around was on the south side.
Okay.
For sure. So, I mean, everybody always got that, oh, yeah, he a Maryland or he a Measy, but I ain't claiming nowhere. I'm from here. I'm from the DMV. I'm from Maryland. I'm from DC. Wherever. I'm here. I ain't really claiming no one spot. I moved around. I went to too many different schools to say I'm only from here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from the city. That's where I'm from. I'm from the DMV. I'm everybody. I'm whoever you want. I'm from Fort Washington. I'm from Southside. I'm from Southwest. From Eastover. I'm from Clinton. From Landover. Wherever you want to say it. I done lived there. I done been there. I done been around everybody, and they know me. So I ain't
exactly. You know, it's crazy because that's the same thing with me. I'm from Maryland, but I've spent a lot of time in the city. So a lot of people will be like, "You from?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm from Maryland, but I'm everywhere. Like it ain't." Yeah. First and foremost, like you get to a point, it's like, all right, bro, I'm just like you said, I'm from the DMV. That's where I'm from.
Yeah.
So I definitely get that. So, what age did you get into boxing? Did you first start getting into boxing?
I started boxing at 6 years old. I was playing football at first. So I was real good at football. My father was a coach. I started playing football at 4 years old, and I was real good. So my father wanted to keep me in shape in the off season, and so he heard about the boxing training and all that. So he said it, but then I remember one night I was coming from football practice and we seen the guy. We was getting some. I think that's on Allentown Road. It's like it was a Papa John's over there, and we was sitting there waiting on our pizza, and there was a white guy. He had an old school boxing gym jacket on. It was Buddy Harrison. Okay. Rest in peace, Buddy. That's Dusty Harrison father. And he seen me fooling around. The new Fight Night had just came out, so I'm geek. I just got it, so I'm ready to go back home, play the new Fight Night. I'm fake shadow boxing. I didn't even know what I was doing, but he seen me, so he asked me, "Did I box?" I'm like, "No." And he was like, "Well, if you want to box," he gave my father and me his card. He was like, "Well, come down to my gym. It's right around the corner." And then I was there the next day. Okay. And that's all she wrote.
How long did it take you to actually where your parents, of course, because you're younger, took to actually put you in competition? Like they wanted this. When did it come to a point where they say, "Okay, now this is what we gonna do"?
Oh, immediately.
Immediately.
And immediately. It wasn't no, "Oh, we're gonna baby step them." Like, nah. I was 6 years old. I had just turned 7, and I think the age to start competing at the time was 8. It's 8 years old. So I was training for a whole year. I was still playing football. I would go back and forth, football and then boxing. And I remember my first fight was in the Silver Gloves, and I fought a guy, and I won my first fight. It was right there at Rosecroft Raceway.
Okay.
And it was immediately boom. I won the Silver Gloves just like that off my first fight. And it's like, dang, okay. And I ain't at that time I ain't really take it as nothing now, but I'm realizing like now everybody counted all they little titles. I'm like, well, damn, I didn't want some titles. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely seen all the accolades on that Chronicle joint. I'm like, yeah, you've been putting in a lot of work. So I definitely see it. So my next joint is for you. We going so you get into boxing. We gonna fast forward a little bit. What made you decide? Okay, I'm ready to go ahead and step into the pro level away from amateur. Once you finished your amateur career, because you had a lot of fights in your amateur career. What made you decide this is the time right now for me to go ahead and make that leap?
Well, I always been trained like a pro fighter anyway. So the fights that I did take losses in, it wasn't really a loss in the fight. It was a loss because of the amateur scoring system.
Right.
So in the amateur scoring system, I'm gonna break it down a little bit. The amateur scoring system is all about, it's really punches. How many punches somebody throw. Not really how many punches people land, but who looks more effective. And so as a pro, it's the opposite. It's about effective punches. You can throw 5 punches at me, and I land my 2 hard ones. My 2 hard ones won that exchange because your 5 punches didn't have.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's how the pros is scoring.
Okay.
And I fight like a pro. I'm not gonna throw all them crazy. I'm real calculated what I do. So, you know, some of the my last fight, I feel like that a lot of people feel like that I won the fight pretty much. And Golden Gloves, I was trying to go to win the Golden Gloves back to back, and they took it from me. Honestly, I hate to say that I was robbed, but
you felt like you felt like you was robbed.
They took the fight from me, but I mean, at the end of the day, my trainer looked at me. He was like, "The longer you stay at the amateurs, the more that's gonna keep happening because you're a pro fighter."
Yeah.
So and that always been my goal anyway. I never been. I mean, the national titles was cool and the tournaments was cool, but my goal was always to be world champion.
Yeah.
And in the pro ranks, I ain't really care about really them nationals. It was a plus. It gave you a boost when you doing it. But nah, I want to be world champion. I want to hold the WBC, WBA, IBF, you know what I'm saying, WBO all around my belt. Like that's what I want to do.
Do that weigh on your mental that fight? You feel like, you know, that's still in the back of your mind, or is let go? We moving on now.
I let go. I let go of it a long time ago. Why? Because I know I was better than him.
Exactly.
And I mean, not even to keep taking shots at him because he a upcoming fighter too. But and then
I get it.
Yeah, man.
All right, so. When I was watching that fight on the 28th, like I said, off camera, we talked about Sean Porter coming to the fight or whatever, and in the midst of them talking, he was letting it be known how competitive it is in these gyms in this area. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know you come out of Headbangers, but all these different. He just said how competitive it is in there, just because you got guys in there, so much talent. Of course, you got guys like Rashid, you got other guys that come through, pro Tank been through there. My question for you is, what's the vibe like in the gym? Like, as far as, is it an iron sharpen iron thing? Everybody competing? Is it a lot of sparring going on? For somebody that's in there, what's the vibe for you like in the gym?
It's definitely iron sharpen iron. You're gonna see a whole lot of great fighters come in, great fighters that never was or never will be. Honestly, because it's always things that's preventing. It might be the streets, might be they just can't stay locked in long enough. Anything. So but it's so many great fighters in the DMV, so many great talents. So it's really like iron sharpen iron. Everybody in there, we working, and it's competitive. Like when we in there, we working. They trying to take your head off, but it's gonna make or break you. You know what I'm saying? You gonna walk out that gym knowing like, yeah, I could do this, or like, I might need to go get a job.
Nah, for real.
So honestly, that's the biggest thing I could say I could take from the gym. And a lot of the fighters that come over, like Lamont Rose Jr. come to spars, and you know what I'm saying, just all the DMV fighters when it be, you know what I'm saying, when it be having them big spar sessions, it's like, man, you gonna see some shit.
What's a fight week like?
Fight week a little slow. Fight week because it's quiet, because ain't nobody really talking no more.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to boogie. It's time to, like, I'm locked in. I ain't really, and again, we losing weight.
Yeah.
So you understand that I ain't trying to hit none of that. I'm hungry. I ain't, nah.
Exactly.
I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to take this head off and get some food. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, fight week be cool, though. But it's just a lot of stuff be cerebral.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You and your trainers, if you done spent the 8 or 10 week or 12 week camp together every day,
right?
Y'all mental start to be on the same level. He can, like me and Barry, I ain't gonna lie, me and Barry, he don't even have to call out a combination. He just hold up the paddles and we'll do it. But I know how he thinking. He know how I think. So it's like, you know what I mean? Go hand in hand.
It's a hand-to-hand thing. Because I see it a lot when I'm watching a lot of guys from this area, the boxing. Man, y'all do, it's like a brotherhood. I see y'all running together, always in the gym together. So that's a good thing, because it's like one pushing the other. You know what I'm saying? We all helping each other grow in a sense. So
I was just talking about that the other day, man. It's good when you got people grinding with you, because you feel like, because boxing a lonely sport.
For sure.
Ain't nobody else coming in that ring with you. But when you got your brothers, they going through all the same pain. It's like, man, I can't quit. I got 9 other people behind me doing the same thing.
Exactly.
And then, you got another generation behind you. Like, it's just so many fighters now that be in my DMs or text me or telling me how much I'm an inspiration. And me, I feel like I ain't did anything. I'm looking up the tank. I'm looking up the so you never know who really looking at you, or, you know what I'm saying, who influence. I mean, who you influence. You get what I'm saying? So I'm at the point where it's like, I can't stop because I got the youngest behind me. They looking at me, and then I can't stop because I'm trying to prove myself to the OGs that I belong. You know what I'm saying? So it's a catch-22.
I respect that, bro. So my next thing, and you brought up Coach Berry. My next question for you is, what impact do guys like Coach Berry, Coach Boog, Coach Josh, what impact do those guys have on the DMV boxing scene currently? Because I know a lot of people, they just see the product in the ring, but they don't know the real grind that going behind the scene. Like, it's been so many videos that I didn't seen Coach Boog, you know what I'm saying, the fast hands, and everybody like, oh, look at the trainer moving just as fast as the boxer, you know what I'm saying? I seen him in the Creed movies and all that. So I just want, for somebody that's around him firsthand, just let us know, you know what I'm saying, what do you feel their impact is on the DMV boxing culture as a whole? Man,
I honestly, a lot of things, it's not a lot of fighters that haven't came up through the tutelage, or trainers that came up with the tutelage of Berry or Coach Boog. You know what I mean? So like, either you're getting the Boog and Berry effect, whether you like it or not. Meaning, well, whether your trainer was trained by Coach Berry, or he was stamped by Coach certified as a coach by Coach Berry, or Coach Berry taught him how to hit the mitts, or Boog showed him how to do this. It's like, or you as a fighter done been a headbanger, learning how to fight, but then went on somewhere. Like, so it's so much that headbanger DNA and so many fighters in the DMV. I mean, and then it's other fighters. Like, again, we talking about Sean Porter, we got Tank, we got Adrian Broner, Jared Swift Hurd. Like, it's so many, Robert Easter Jr. It's so many fighters that came into Headbangers Gym and got the tutelage. It's like, it's one of the best. It's probably, for me, it's the best gym in the area as far as,
absolutely.
Honestly, that's just where all the greats have came. It's people still now to the day coming overseas to train at the legendary Headbangers boxing gym to get that training. And I'm there every day. These are the regular guys that you know what I'm saying, I laugh and joke with. So I'm just very appreciative and just blessed that I can be around them and understand. They know. They tell me all the time, like, I'm the one. Basically, I'm the one that's gonna do it. And that's a big confidence booster for me, because they done seen all these fighters that I just named. So them to let me know that, like, I got the goods, is like, oh yeah, all right, let me lock in.
No, for real. Yeah, because I read something. I did a lot of my homework. Okay. I read something that said you actually might be the last one for Coach Berry.
Yeah, nah, for sure. That's I hate bringing that up, like, but yeah, he's definitely told me that most of the time, like all the time. Like, he know I'm the swan song. I'm basically, that's the one when after me, yeah, he done.
So you trying to give him something to go up.
I got to be the last hurrah. I got to be the big bang. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I'm locking in. I'm going to do it. Like, I'm going to do it big, because this going to cement his legacy. Like, he done became a world champion coach 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but doing it again and starting the kid from ground up and doing it all over again and waving his hand. It's like his jersey gonna be in the Raptors after this. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
That's how I
had to bring them up, man, because them some guys that I, even before I really got into the DMV, I knew about them. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Coach Berry, Coach Boog, Coach Josh. Keep doing what y'all doing over there, man, at Headbangers, man. So the next question I got for you is, who are some of the young guys in the area? You could put yourself in there if you want to. Who's some of the young guys in the area that you think people should watch out for? Like, they problems. I know about. I just watched Lord Jaleel up in Philly. Yeah, for sure. But you know what I'm saying, you could throw him in there too. Yeah,
he's definitely in there.
Who's some of the young guys that's coming up that you think
in the area for sure? One, me. I don't want to group it, but I mean,
man.
But yeah, one, me for sure. I'm the one. Again, you just said Jaleel. Jordan Roach, he just fought on that. That's Lamont brother.
That's his first pro fight, his debut.
Benjamin Johnson, he was on there too. You got Nashi, Sugar She Smith, he's out of the Headbangers. Who else coming up out of here? I would say that's my 5. I had to get 5. That's the 5. Like that's the group right there. I would say that's the ones y'all gotta watch out for.
And that's a strong lineup. Because I watched all of them. Like I said, I watched the young Roach brother, his debut. I watched Johnson, and I just checked out Jaleel. So it's definitely, because I'm gonna be honest. For a little minute, I wasn't really too. I would just watch boxing, like the popular fights, but then as I'm like really getting to it, I'm like, damn, it's really some legit guys coming out of this.
And I don't want to feel like I left people out, but it's a lot of great fighters in the DMV. It's just the point of, can they stay locked in for a sustained amount of time and really do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, because boxing gonna get hard. It's gonna get to a point where these fights not gonna be as easy, or you know what I'm saying, or the money might not be exactly what you want at that time, but are you gonna stay disciplined to be like, man, nah, I'm gonna stick with it? Yeah, because you won't reap the benefits of it. It's definitely a hard game. It's a mental battle for sure.
All right, my next joint I got for you. So, what boxers did you look up to growing up? So when you once you finally got into, all right, this what I want to do with my life. What's some of the boxers? I heard you mention Tank. What's some of the guys that you looked up to that said, man, you know what? When it's all said and done, or as these the guys that I'm looking to kind of mold myself out there.
First off, Sugar Ray Leonard was definitely my favorite fighter, just all time. Just again, he from here, from Palmer Park, Maryland, and won an Olympic gold. Right. Became a multi-time world champion in different divisions. So for sure, that's my favorite. Floyd, again, everybody loved Floyd. I said Tank. Adrian Broner, honestly, being able to see him, you know what I'm saying, live in person, coming into the gym, and while he is in his prime, and he's you know what I'm saying, he AB. Yeah. And me working out alongside him is like, damn, that's AB. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely AB. And I would say, if I had to get another one, like right now, I say probably Jerron Boots Ennis. Okay, yeah, I like Boots too. We gonna get into something a little bit later. One question I got for you, but let's just, since you just named him, let's just throw it. If him and Bud was to, if we was to get a Boots and Boots and Bud fight, if you had to get, like I said, if you had to guess who you think, because I like both. I'm gonna tell you, I Bud made me a believer after that Earl Spence joint. Bud is,
you know what I'm saying?
Bud is different, man. Yeah, he's different. I hate that question because I love Boots so much, but leave Terrence Bud Crawford alone. Don't just let him go. Just let him go ahead and get old. And I'm not saying that Boots can't compete, because it's gonna be a fight, but Bud just different, man. Yeah. He just different. He always been different. If anybody, you can ask anybody. I told Cheeze, I told everybody, like, in the gym, I was the only person. It was probably me and the other person, like, man, Bud. Everybody was going Spence. Yeah. I'm like, man, y'all tripping. Man,
I went Spence. I said, just by what I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It was so devastating. I could have cried, bro. I'm like, golly, like,
for me, it was more so like, I knew I was saying he was gonna beat him. It was gonna be a unanimous decision. Right. Like, he gonna beat him. But then I started during the fight, I'm like, ain't no way he making it look this easy. That's what made me. I already knew he was good, but it let me know, like, cause I'm a fighter, so I know that if me and you fought and they say you like that, you the top guy on that side. When I fight you, I'm gonna bring my top game. So it let me know that, like, his top game is something crazy.
Like me, you know what I'm saying? I felt the same way. I said, if you lose by a decision, okay, I could take that. That's cool. But to lose in that type of fashion is like, and it was shocking to me. And shout out to my man JJ. He was the only one that out of everybody I heard that said, but everybody else was saying Spence.
The whole barbershop was telling me, man, Bud gonna lose, Bud gonna get locked out. I'm like, I don't know what y'all think this is, but Bud ain't going for that. I ain't that. If it was gonna be, again, I'm a fighter, so I respect the game. So I'm never gonna be like, man, it's just gonna be a blowout unless I really feel like that. I'm like, it's gonna be a good fight, but I just kept saying, man, y'all got Bud fucked up. Yeah. And when it happened, it shocked me because I'm going for Bud, but it shocked me like, damn, he really doing it like that. Like, it's happening like oh.
Yeah,
And then I started feeling bad.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. During the middle, I'm like, all right, hold on. This Spence now. This not, you know what I'm saying? This not just a regular fight. Like, and you could tell the mutual respect. Like, I'm a fighter. I know. Like, he took his foot off the gas.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Towards like round 6, 7.
Absolutely. He could have knocked him out.
He started looking at what was going on, how easy it was. He took his foot off the gas. Because he really could have crushed him.
I think he was just not saying he was appreciative, but because
it's just mutual respect.
Yeah.
Like once I'm a fighter. I understand. Like once he was about to go for the juggling and he understood like, man, I'm already gonna get this knockout win. I'm gonna just go ahead cruise to it. I ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying, as vicious, but he could have. He definitely could have.
Absolutely. So the next joint I got for you, like I said, I did my homework. Mm-hmm. So I know you spoke on you sparring Tank.
Yes.
Gervonta.
Yes.
What was that experience? What was that experience like? And I know you said that you
I'm gonna give you the whole story today. I'm gonna give you an exclusive. So this how you you go ahead and promo it up or however you want to do it.
Say no more.
Honestly, I remember that shit like yesterday. I was 18. I had just turned 18. This was the camp he was about to fight. This before he about to fight Rolly.
Got you.
The first time.
Okay.
Because y'all remember Rolly got in trouble and they called the fight off, and that's how he started fighting Pitbull Cruz.
Got you. Okay.
Right? So it ended up being the Pitbull Cruz fight, but at first he was announced to spar Rolly. Fight Rolly. So Tank always a fighter that he always getting ready before the fight. Like that's what people don't know. So like before they announced it, 2 months before, he already in the gym, already getting his timing and all that down. So during camp, he already in motion. Like it's easy. So I think it was like September. He came down in September. I remember. So I'm like, he just popped up, just something like random. I'm like, oh, so the whole entourage and the whole.
Real quick, this your first time seeing him in the gym, or
Nah.
Okay, so you seen him?
I done seen Tank multiple times before Tank was Tank.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Me and Tank used to be getting the same cuss outs and. You know what I'm saying? With Coach Berry for not running and doing it.
Gotcha.
So I done seen Tank. Tank done seen me grow up in the gym.
Okay,
you get what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
This was like one of the first times I seen him since he really like made it.
Okay.
Because he was on he got to a level where he was like, oh yeah, he with Floyd, but then it was like when Tank became the guy, it was like it's a little different, the aura a little different. Again, he got the entourage, so he pull up. He pull up in the he got this Tank car. I forgot what it's called, the Rhino.
Okay.
It's a big ass, just it looked like a tank. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, so he pull up in the joint. I'm like, oh, it got the GTD on the front. I'm like, oh snap. So he come in there, got the whole entourage, the people, the bodyguards and stuff. So he dap everybody up. We cool. And it's the spawn day. So I'm like, okay, well. So he work. He told Coach Berry, I'm working today. I'm like, all right. So then they tell Coach Berry, he look at me, he like, it's your time, kiddo. I'm like, oh shit, it's about to go down today. So I remember when he say that though, like when it got real, like it got real, like fast. Like people in the gym, it's like the bodyguards started like, everybody put your phones up. I don't see no phone. They lock the doors. I'm like, oh, I ain't never had no sparring session like this.
Yeah.
Oh, boom, I had this. So they put my gloves on and all that. So I go in the ring. I remember, so I'm like, so in my mind, I'm like, this Tank. Like I've seen Tank knock people out. I'm young, so but I ain't never get that chance to really spawn. So I'm like, oh, I see him. So I get in the ring. So then, I mean, we spawn. Boom, we get in there. So he threw a jab. I threw a jab. So it's like we had that mute. Like for everybody know that first jab is like it's to check people's temperature.
Exactly.
Like, so I threw the jab. He threw the jab. It's like we checked each other's temperature. It's like. Boom. Then we started going to work. So he started doing that. I can't give really too many details, but I ain't gonna lie. When he hit me, boom. I'm like, that's what let me know. I'm like, this nigga hit hard as shit. So when he hit me, I'm like, all right. So then I went back, boom, boom. So it like I hit him. It was like he stepped back and looked at me. He gave me that nod, like, oh yeah, nah, you for real.
Okay.
And then after that, we became like we worked, and then after that, it was just like then it became like a little brother, big brother thing. You know what I mean? Like after that, we a spar, but the intensity wasn't as the same. And then it was more so, I'm teaching you now. And even when he not sparring, he telling me come here, like, do this, that, boom. So it became, so it's like I gained his respect, and he let me know, like, he let me know that like, nah, you the truth.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You the one. You just gotta, again, he told me, I remember he always told me just to step into my punches, meaning like he told me I always had power. That's why, again, these knockouts coming, so he like just believe in it. He said believe in it, step all the way into it, and they gonna go.
Yeah.
So now I've been hitting people, and when I step into it, it's like it ain't lie. So it just, again, it's a confidence booster for me. Again, like for him to really give me that nod and really be like, you the one, and give me some game. It's like I'm never gonna go against him. And he the first person to fly me out to we flew out to Florida for when he fought Pitbull Cruz. And we got ready for that training camp. We in training camp with him every day. We was on All Access.
Yeah.
It was just, so that's my dog. You know what I'm saying? Anything he need, anytime he want me to come do whatever, I got him. Like I never go against him. It don't matter who you put him against. I'm never going against him.
Yeah, me and I got a lot of respect for that, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, he also getting his work in, but he helping you too. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge confidence booster. So is that where you get like your? Because I know that you got a swagger in the ring. Yeah, you got a swag in the ring. Where does that the stuff like that create that swagger, or is it like that's something that you always had from day one?
I always had it, but it was more so of, it was a time where I always had the swag, but I ain't want to just throw it in everybody's face to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm better than you, I'm this. So at a point in time, I sheltered it. But then as I started growing up, my father was telling me like, man, you that. Like,
nah, for real.
Be that. And people he was like, they gonna respect it, and they don't respect it. You like, then you go ahead and lay their ass down.
Exactly.
So then it's like, all right, and then so I'm being myself. I started, you know what I'm saying, getting my swag on, doing this, and then it's, again, the confidence boost is like when I spot people like him, I spot people like Lamar Rhodes, I spot people, you know what I'm saying, people they let me know like, nah, shorty, you the one, you really got it, or give me my respect. It's like, oh yeah, let me go ahead and be me. Because they understand it's a different aura.
Exactly.
It's a different aura. People know. That's
for
my
real,
thing.
because
You know when something's special in front of you.
Yeah, when I came through y'all and checked out y'all event, you definitely could tell. Like when you and Lamont, when y'all getting in the ring, going through the, you could tell it's different from everybody else in there. And it ain't no disrespect to nobody else in there, but it's like when them ones walk through, you know, like, man, this.
That was my thing all the time. I always had that from, everybody always told me, when I was younger, I didn't know what that word mean. I didn't know what the word aura and really, you know what I'm saying, what it really truly meant. But then I started to really see, like, I used to ask my father, like, Dad, why every time I shadow box, like, everybody watching me in the ring? Or why when I do this, it's like, I seem like everybody looking. He's like, because they see something special. Yeah. It's something that's different than the rest. You could point me out. So I started to take pride in that. I love being the fact that when I'm doing my thing, it make everybody stop and stare, because I'm really putting in work. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest, you know what I'm saying, props to me, and biggest thing that'll make me feel great, because it's like I put my whole life into this. So the fact that you just stopping and looking at me and watching me mean like, yeah, you appreciating my time and I'm appreciating my work. So that's what all I love.
And also, like with the clothes, you do the clothes thing, and then we talked about it off camera, the social media. So it's like you kind of, and that's good that you did that at like a young age. Is like you figured out the way to promote yourself, and you know, just take everything to know that it's not. Of course, boxing is the main thing, but being able to promote yourself and being able to, you know, get yourself to that next level. You want to be marketable,
man.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
That was the biggest thing. Like my father always stressed to me, like, you ain't just about to get boxing money. Yeah. You're gonna get all this money. Exactly. You're gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get this endorsement money. You trying to be on buses, you trying to get this movie money, you trying to, all these different avenues, you know what I'm saying, to get, if you look at people like Shaq, Shaq got all these different everything, but all he did was play basketball. Everybody know him from basketball, but he ventured out and to do all these things, music, movies, you know what I'm saying. Now he got a grill, he did something with the police. He did all these things, all because he was good at playing basketball.
Exactly.
But he had a personality. He knew how to market himself. He knew how to be able to sell himself and not be a sellout.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I want to be somebody that you can see doing all these different things, but you knew me from boxing.
I respect that, bro.
That's really what it is.
I respect that. So, I mean, we're gonna switch gears just a little bit. So, like I said, I watched the Chronicles. So this is my question first, because I let you get away the first time. So I cover all sports. Yeah. But football is my thing. So first, who your football team?
Oh, we trash, but We might have a good little year. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm everything. I'm everything with DC. I'm anything from the. So I'm a Wizards fan. I'm a Commanders fan. I'm a Nationals fan.
All right, so we was at 100. You just deducted one, so we 99 now. If I'm saying, you know it. Die hard Cowboys fans. But
oh God,
I asked that to ask. I seen that you said that you played football when you was younger, and now you got into coaching youth football. Mm-hmm. So I want you to talk about how important is that to you? What big of a role is that? And also, how important with everything going on in the city, how important is it to you? Just giving back to the youth and doing the thing with the youth football and everything like that.
My youngest is my team. They pure. You know what I'm saying? I've been coaching them since they were 6. They 9 now, so they were babies. So it was my first time coaching and it let me know it's my covering. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You could do a whole lot wrong into this world, and nobody's perfect. Mm-hmm. But pouring into the youth, being able to show them a better way, showing them how to be a role model. And I'm young. I'm doing my thing. I'm becoming a professional athlete. I'm showing them how to be a premier athlete. We don't smoke. We don't drink. You carry yourself this way. This is how you work. You do all this. So it's just showing them a role model, one. And then pouring into the youth to the point where, like, you ain't got to be that guy. You ain't got to be a gangster to be respected. Like,
exactly.
I tell people all the time, I tell my youngest, I'm the biggest gangster to me. Why? Because I fight with my hands.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get paid for it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to tote no gun. I ain't got to do this or say I got it on me or this, that for people to respect me. Nah, they know that my hands is a legal weapon. These is registered.
Exactly.
For real. So I'm not really scared of nobody, or I let them know don't be scared of nobody either. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just because somebody talking, they're like, people just talking. Just stay in your lane. You keep doing what you're doing. When you do good, the world gonna reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? Just be a good person. Be positive. Be genuine. Mm-hmm. That's give genuine love. You know what I'm saying? You can compete with your brother, but at the end of the day, you love your brother.
Exactly.
You're not on. You know what I'm saying? You're not dependent on his demise. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. They give me life, man. Yeah. They young now too, so they keep me up on the new TikTok trends and all that crazy stuff, doing all the little dances. So I just love them, man. They just another breath of fresh air.
What's the team name?
Maryland Elite.
Maryland Elite. Shout out to Maryland Elite, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Maryland Elite. So, what kind of coach are you?
I'm an offensive coach. I'm an offensive assistant. My father he the head coach and the offensive coordinator. So I got the backs and the quarterbacks.
Yeah. So with your competitive background, are you like out loud coach, or you one of them laid back coaches, or you what kind of what kind when you out there on the field?
Both. It depends on the kid I'm talking to. You gotta know the person. You gotta know your kids. You gotta know how to coach them. Mm-hmm. Some kids don't respond to just getting in their face and being loud. Some kids respond to just straight, you know what I'm saying, just giving them a lecture about this, teaching them why they did this wrong. And some kids you gotta get in their ass just to wake them up, and then it's like they gonna turn on. Okay. So it depends on who I'm talking to.
Season coming up soon.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. We just had a game last night. We won up Anacostia High School. We just won 49-0. So
shout out to y'all, man. Keep doing y'all thing for sure. So what I noticed scrolling through your Instagram or whatever, mm-hmm. I seen Stephon Diggs comment on some of your stuff. I also seen you got a follow.
Shout out Twin.
Yeah, I also see you got a follow from Trayvon. Yeah. I'm a Cowboy fan. I actually got a video to show you once this over. But if you can just what's your relationship like with they from the area, so what's your relationship like with Stephon and Trayvon Diggs?
That's Twin, man. We work out at the same strength and conditioning. Myron Flower, that's my strength and conditioning coach.
Okay.
So we got this. So in the off season, he coming back home. We working out together. We doing workouts. I'm cool with his moms, and we always just talking. And he just give me game about just, you know what I'm saying, about the hate. Cause he always, you know what I'm saying, he always, you just know, again, the aura. He always talked about my aura. When I'm in the gym, I'm just different from these guys. So he always just took a liking to me, and he just started telling me how to deal with the hate, man. Just if he basically told me, if they don't personally know you, they don't matter. Mm-hmm. So they can comment, they can say all this, but don't trip about it, because that's not a personal attack to you. They just giving their opinion. Yeah. He said at the end of the day, they don't know what it feel like to go through the work that you're going through.
Yeah. So, and one thing I noticed about them, like Trayvon currently coming back from a ACL. So they definitely, one thing nobody can knock about them, they definitely put the work in for sure.
That's one thing. They hard workers. Like they gonna be the ones that's gonna do the workout and then try to do it again. Or if they just always doing some supernatural stuff in there. Like that's one thing I never said. So that's why I like being around him too, because he gonna push me. And he see that I'm on the grind. It's like, oh yeah, now young, so he'll tell me like, hey, nah, come over here. Yeah. We work out next to each other. We do the same weight or we do the same this, and it's just, man, he just a big inspiration, man. He reposts my stuff. He talked to me. He just gonna give me a call, a lecture. He want to play the video game. He like playing Warzone. He sweet like that. But yeah, that's my dog for sure.
I can't do the Warzone, but we can do multiplayer. I can't do the Warzone though, man. I tried Warzone. They be like, man, we don't do multiplayer no more. I'm like, well, I can't play.
Yeah, multiplayer is just, that's how you get your guns up and shit. But now we on Warzone with it.
Yeah, I can't do the Warzone. I'm still learning. My little brother's trying to teach me a little something, but I'm like, man, I'm gonna stay. Y'all do the Warzone. I do the multiplayer. So my next question for you, and we didn't touch on this at all, but this was the question that I was alluding to. So a couple of weeks ago on my page, this was after the Tank fight. This was after the Tank fight. I had put up a post saying that I love Tank. Like, you ask anybody that know me, I'm a huge Tank fan. But the conversation was the pound for pound boxing list. And I said, I love Tank, but me personally, I had to give the pound for pound to Bud. Like I said before, just because I felt like what I seen Bud do to Earl Spence was something that, in my 29 years of living, I don't think I wasn't able to watch, Mike Tyson, all that. So from my 29 years of living, I never seen a performance like what Bud did to Earl. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, just off that alone, he gained my respect. I got to give him pound for pound number one. Man, I had people saying all types of stuff in the comments. Somebody told me I need to stick to food reviews and all types of stuff. So I want hearing from you.
That's not a bad take. Yeah, that's not a bad take at all. Yeah. Like, hell no. Those people got Bud want pound for pound. And honestly, if I was gonna make a pound for pound today, I would put Bud too. Yeah, because it's just what he did. It's one, he's undisputed in two different weight classes. There's not a lot of fighters. There's only probably about 3 fighters that ever did that ever. You know what I'm saying? He probably going to try to go for undisputed in the third. Again, it's just but like you said, the performance he gave against this is a A+ fighter. It's not like he stopped a C+ fighter or B+. He stopped an A+ fighter like that. You get what I'm saying? So you got to tip your hat off to what he did. And so sometimes, again, social media, if they don't have a personal connection to you, or no, please do not take.
Because I had a whole bunch of people I'm like, y'all don't understand. I'm a huge Tank fan. Like, I'm not taking nothing from him, but it's no way I could watch. But mind you, I went against Bud the whole time. I'm like, there's no way I could go against Bud all this time and he do that, put a performance, and I witnessed it, and then I come and be like, well, nah, he number one.
Yeah, I mean, now again, it's different when we say pound for pound, and then you got the face of boxing.
Now,
no, those are two different.
Now, that's what somebody said that I agree with.
Those are two different meanings, and like pound for pound, yeah, I would give Terrence pound for pound.
Tank is the face of boxing.
Tank is the face. Absolutely. Because Tank is who's bringing everybody. Tank is who everybody wants to see. Like, even though yes, Crawford's gonna fight, and it's gonna be a great fight this weekend, this and that, but it ain't gonna be a whole lot of fight parties. You know what I'm saying for.
Yeah,
Crawford. Tank got the whole world.
It's an event.
Yeah, the whole world want tuned in.
You cooking for like
the whole world. Like that. He's the face.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
Tank. And it's not just that he's the face. Then he's one of the pound for pound best boxers. So it's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a double whammy. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. So another question I got for you. You probably one of the biggest NBA YoungBoy fans I probably done seen like in a long time.
Yeah,
I like NBA YoungBoy myself. Man. If you had what is it about
Free YB?
What is it about NBA YoungBoy, you know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying that you got to connect, you like that you know what I'm saying, you like so much?
When it first started, I was a big Lil Baby fan. I'm still a big Lil Baby fan, but I remember it was like when I first turned pro, I remember I needed something to get me up one day, like you know what I'm saying? And I turned on YB, and I always loved YB, but then it was like I started relating it to like in the ring, you gotta be this killer. You gotta be this demon. Like it ain't nice in there. You get what I'm saying? Like it's me versus you.
Yeah.
And that's how he rap. You know what I'm saying? It's him versus everybody. He don't care about nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it started like that, and then it got to a point where it was like I just felt the pain of how he talked.
Yeah.
Things he talk about his grandmother and the things he went through and his cousin. It's like, damn, it's a lot of shit that he's saying that I can relate to, and I can, you know what I'm saying? I understand that pain and how you got to go get it, and taking your parents out to, like, oh no, I'm with that, like,
for sure.
And just how you go about it the whole time, just like, man, I don't need nobody, I don't need none of y'all, like, it's me, and I can do this shit on my own, and that's how I'm rocking,
for sure. Top 3 YB songs you could think of all the top. It's too much.
It's too many. It's too many. I ain't gonna lie. It's too many. He got too many songs. Like it might not. That might be I might be on a rah-rah day right here. I might not be on some melodic stuff today. I might be on some chill stuff today.
He definitely give you a mixture. I was listening to him the other day, and I'm like, man, you can take it all the way back to 2016. Give you so many different things, and
a lot of stuff like that. Like it take me back to my days in high school too. Like again, when I was in high school, YB was coming up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? In 2016, I was just going to high school.
Exactly.
He got on really like 2018. He really blew up. The whole world knew him. 2020 is when I graduated. So a lot of the songs, it take, you know what I'm saying? You listen to a song and it take you back to a time.
Nah, for real.
It's a lot of stuff that he dropped. It made me think about, you know what I'm saying, high school and my fun days when I was just being a kid. And then now it's like, I'm grown now. And I can see the evolution in his music and I can see the evolution in me.
Yeah.
So it just remind my upbringing, honestly.
For sure. So all right, man, it's the next.
But hold on.
Go ahead.
Even though I am a YB fan, I love YB, but I don't listen to YB all the time.
For real,
so top rapper all time, Jay-Z. No, like people gotta understand.
You like Jay-Z?
What? Jig is that's Hov.
Yeah. You got old soul then.
That's Hov. Like that's what I'm saying. So people get it mixed up. They might think that I'm just this I'm banging YB. Like, no, I love YB. YB is my man. Like right now, when I get in the car right now, I'm putting on YB. Yeah. But when we talking about just regular on some light, like Hov. It ain't.
So what you like? You like lyricists? Or is it like
it's what you saying? It's what you saying and how you saying it.
Yeah.
Cause it's the delivery. A lot of people feel like now the beat takes over everything, and that a lot of people get flustered by a beat. They hear a beat like, oh yeah, he about to crank that joint. But if he ain't saying a whole lot of nothing, it ain't gonna stick. But when you know what I'm saying, when you saying Hov is one of the people that he gonna make you think about what he just said, you got to listen to that again. Yeah. Just to understand, like, oh, he just said this, and he talking about this, and he talking about stuff. He talking about that flash shit. He talking about some shit that you ain't gonna see down here. Yeah. That you got to get some money to see, and that's what I inspire to do.
I'm gonna be honest. My father is a huge Jay-Z fan.
My father did the same.
When I was living with him, when I used to get in the car, he used to play Jay-Z. I would just be like, man, I do not like. I was a huge Lil Wayne fan.
Okay.
So to me, if I had to say the greatest rapper of all time, I'm gonna say Wayne.
But that was your era. That was your like that was.
So
your
I'm
era.
like, when my father he driving us to school and he listen, I'm like, man, I do not want to hear no Jay-Z. But now that I'm older, I definitely understand. You know what I'm saying, the difference. So real quick before we get off the rap thing, because you said Jay-Z. Who won the Kendrick and Drake joint?
Kendrick.
You think Kendrick won?
Kendrick, he killed it. I feel like he was winning. Drake was making, when he came out with the first joint, that was cool. I think it was Push Ups. Push Ups was cool. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, boom. Then Kendrick started. I think Kendrick dropped Euphoria, and it was again. It's all about what you're saying.
Yeah.
The things he was saying about. He was attacking that manhood. You get what I'm saying? And Drake saying stuff, but it was like, it just wasn't sticking the same. It wasn't like, it was stuff about, he said something about his wife and his manager. It just wasn't the same. But when he was talking about that man, kid, and how his, you know what I'm saying, how he upbringing them and how he doing these women, and it's just like, it make you look at Drake like, damn.
Yeah.
And then he's talking about how he said he every time he want to hit, he got to run to Atlanta. He started naming them.
Yeah.
I'm like, and you just go back, if you really do your research and look at the stuff he was saying, it's like, he ain't lying. It's just like, and then come on, Not Like Us is just
I ain't gonna lie.
It took the whole world over that.
Not Like Us. You know when a song good when it start getting annoying, cause like
it took the world over.
Yeah, this song getting played still like, and that joint is gonna keep
like that's a diss song.
Yeah.
So
it's like when it start getting annoying, like you seen a video, Steph was like, I'm getting tired. It's like once it start, you like, all right, I don't want to hear this no more. But that's how you know it's that good of a song.
It was
you know
that good, man. he definitely won. I mean, Drake. But honestly, Drake is a great he's a great rapper, but he just can't. That tough guy ain't him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With Drake, he said it. He said I like Drake that what he say he like Drake when he make my hand wave in the air, not Drake to try to act tough. Like, yeah, nah, you gotta for real. Cause when Drake on his certified lover boy and he making these, he gonna have all the women, everybody gonna be dancing, all that, but he just not that tough guy that he be sometimes he'll try to portray in his raps. Yeah. Which is okay. It's not.
Yeah, I mean, you can do. He's so versatile. You know what I'm saying? It's, right. He can do anything.
Right. You can do. He's still today. He's still a bigger rapper than Kendrick.
Oh, absolutely.
He can lose the battle and still be a bigger rapper. Same way that Jay-Z lost the battle to really the Nas, but
Jay-Z the bigger.
It's Hov. You know what I'm saying? Nobody still talk about that. You're not really hearing when Nas get on the track. It's like, but if Hov get on the track today, everybody gonna be like,
the God did joint with DJ. Right. It's like he gave him the longest verse. It's like it's Hov. It's like Hov. It ain't nothing.
You can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's just really what it is, man. It definitely was a good battle. I was entertained the whole time.
Yeah, that's good. That's what. So I guess at the end of the day, they accomplished.
Hip hop won.
Exactly.
Hip hop won.
Exactly. So my next question for you, and after this, man, we gonna wrap it up. It's been a hell of a conversation. I know you at 135.
Yeah.
So just in the future, you know, cause you young.
Yeah.
But within like the next when it's all said and done, what do you want the people to think about Scooter Davis? What do you want? What do you see for yourself in the future and in this with this boxing thing?
I'm gonna be a legend. I'm gonna be one like how y'all talk about Floyd, how y'all talk about Tank, y'all talk about Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns, Marvin Hagler. I'm gonna be a legend like Deric Scooter Davis. Like, he was one of those. Like,
yeah, bro.
Because I know I'm a special fighter.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the thing. Like, and that's when you know, it's like you walk in it, and I know. You get what I'm saying? I know that I'm that guy. But at this point, it's just like, all right, just walk in it, be who you is, and whoever they put in front of you, go ahead and knock them down. Because the world gonna know, and I ain't worried about getting it as fast. Like, a lot of people want to be the youngest, or nah, I ain't trying to be the youngest. I'm trying to be the biggest.
Exactly. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The 28th was June 28th was my actually real first time being able to sit back and watch you, and you gained a fan for sure, bro. Like, everything about it was you went in there, handled your business, did what you was supposed to do, and like I said, you gained a fan in me. So I appreciate you, bro.
It's crazy. It's crazy because I ain't really even showed the world everything I could do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at your joint. I'm seeing 55 seconds. I'm like, God damn, we. So he can. I'm like, it's a way deeper bag he can go into, but it's like like I said, but that's a good thing though,
right?
You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
That's what sells too. I had to think about it too. At first, I used to be like, damn, I can't really show all my skills, but honestly, that keeps you in suspense.
Nah, for real.
Because now it's gonna be somebody. Now everybody not gonna become a fan like you. It's gonna be somebody be like, well, he can't beat, and then when I beat them, what you gonna say?
Okay.
Oh, then when he can't do this, he can't box, and then when I do that, what you gonna say? So it's like for me, I'm crazy. Like I'm really again. That's another YB thing. I'm really in my head. I'm insane. I'm a maniac. Yeah. So it's like I create a story about this. You know what I'm saying? About this box, I create a story. I don't even know that person, but you said this.
Nah, for real.
You said this about me. So now I'm turned up. I could be, even in coming back, I could be off for a week and spar, and I probably give a B+ or performance, and it wasn't an A. And I feel like, oh, he said this when he got in the car. He said this to such and such. Oh yeah, all right, watch this. Let me show you what I'm gonna do.
That's assassin. You know, they used to say the same shit with Michael Jordan.
Right.
They said Jordan used to do the same thing.
My father put like he did that to me because it's funny. He be laughing now because he think it's funny, but because he know I'm insane for real. But he think it's funny because he used to be like, oh well, yeah, such and such said you can't beat him, and then step off, and it'll mess up my whole what. And then I do something, and then I look at him like, yeah, what?
Yeah.
And he be the whole time he like, now, but that's what he wanted to do. But now I can't turn that off.
Exactly.
So like I'm that person. Don't tell me I can't do it, because then I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna look at you like, yeah, what? You know what I'm saying? So, it's just the will, my determination, and the will I got. That's what's gonna give me them. My skills is everybody gonna have skills at a certain point. You know what I'm saying? But when the hard work and the determination and the dedication all that comes into one, and you gonna see.
For
like,
sure.
I don't go out. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I ain't out here just crazy sexing all the bras. And, I'm chilling. I'm in the house. I'm on the game.
Exactly.
NCAA just came out.
You gotta add me. I got that joint too.
That's all I do. You know what I'm saying? That's how I stay out the way.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out there coaching my kids. You know what I'm saying?
I started to learn that too. Like, man, you ain't missing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You only missing something when you think you missing something. You know what I'm saying? Lately, I've been in the house myself. You know what I'm saying? Just focusing on, you know what I'm saying, trying to get done what I need to get done. So you ain't doing nothing wrong.
Become a better person when you that isolation. I realize that when you sometimes everybody feel like that you got to be around people to learn this and that. But honestly, you become a better person and learn how to read people when you by yourself.
Exactly.
Because you understand you secure about you.
Exactly.
And you understand that you know your way of thinking. So even though somebody else try to alter that way of thinking, it's like you on to something. You trying to do something. So
exactly.
Honestly.
Yeah. You definitely hit it on the nose with that. Cause like I said, I tell people all the time, man, it's cool to stay down.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with like sometimes, you know what I'm saying, when you used to operate in a certain type of way and then you finally just, man, let me step back from all that and just get myself straight. Man, you start to discover a whole lot of shit about yourself that you never even knew before.
I tell people all the time, I ain't really got no friends. Like, and it's okay. Everybody might like, why you ain't got friends? Like, no, I don't, cause it's not a lot of people that's on the same type of mission that I'm on. They don't have a lot of the same headspace that I'm in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm selfish about this goal I got. So you got to be selfish about this goal. And with your podcast, if somebody's trying to deter you from doing this interview or doing this, and they telling you, man, come out, oh nah, man, come do this or come drink, and you keep going, your podcast would never jump.
Exactly.
But if you like, nah, I'm good, I'm editing this video, or nah, I'm about to put this together, or nah, I'm about to put this promo, and they like, man, he always doing that, and then they gonna be the same people be like, dang, how you get up there?
Exactly.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta understand, it's like, you got to put what you really prioritize first. And people not going to understand that. And it's okay. I'm not mad at you that you don't understand. But I got to take care of my business. Because when I'm there, you're going to want to share the wealth with me.
Exactly.
And I ain't with that.
Exactly.
Because you wasn't running. You wasn't there shooting in the gym with me.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Hey, bruh. Like I told you before, I appreciate you, man, for coming through, hollering at me, man. This was, man, I've been looking forward to this all week, bruh. But like I said, I appreciate you for just, you know what I'm saying, staying locked in with me.
Yeah.
So, man, we going to end it on that note. Go ahead and let them know all your socials and everything where they can get you at, check your page out, follow, everything like that.
Everybody can follow me at I am Scooter Davis, IAMSCOOTER DAVIS on all platforms, on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Snapchat, on everything. I am Scooter Davis.
Hey, man, y'all already know. Once again, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Chatting with Cheeze podcast. I'm your host, Fat Cheeze. Do not forget to smash that like button, subscribe, share the content, follow me on all socials. And y'all already know the motto, no gimmicks, only the real. I appreciate y'all.